It's hallowed ground. It's sacred. Men and women have lost their lives there. So you can't be flip about this. You can't be pithy about this experience. It's more than a facility where there's a race. There's a spirit to it. And you have to be respectful of it. And I'm mindful of that every time I'm there. I can remember there was a time in that sport when they were hauling guys out of there left and right. And they've come a long way to making it much safer, but racing will never be a guaranteed sport. Yeah, you have Yankee Stadium and you have the Coliseum and whatever, but the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, you know, people have lost their lives there pursuing their passion. And not to be maudlin about it, but you can't overlook that factor of the facility. One of the most exciting times for me living in Indianapolis is in the 60s when Jack Brabham brought in, I think it was a Cooper, the tiny little rear engine thing, and then Dan Gurney and the Ford people and Jimmy Clark came in after that. And then all of a sudden, all of Europe, everybody, all of the guys that you knew racing in Europe and Formula One and stuff were here in Indianapolis. And oh my God, that to me was somebody saying, you know, that little racetrack you have on the west side of your hometown, well, it's more than a little racetrack on the west side of your hometown. It's a world-class facility, and it attracts the world's greatest. And so when I hear guys like Dario Franchitti being Scottish, talk about Jimmy Clark, I find that very gratifying, and guys who know the history of it a little bit. The place exists and lives on itself and what it has become, and these connections. I mean, there's quite a lot of romanticism here, and to not appreciate it, you know. And I got nothing against the casual race fan who just wants to go see a race. That's fine too. But it's like you know, taking mass at St. Peter's. It's a whole different deal. The Indianapolis 500 is appealing because if your name is on the side of that car and you win it, or you give them a run for your money late in the race, that stays with folks. I mean, if you've won the Indianapolis 500, it doesn't go away. That's with you. The year that Danica Patrick finished, I don't know where she finished, but Dan Weldon won the race, and he had to go around explaining to people, you don't understand, I won the race. Well, that's the kind of interest that event has. And I will just say again, selfishly, if you spend money, I can't speak for all the teams, but I can speak for Rahal, Lanigan, Letterman, or whatever version. It's the people, you know. I mean, the drivers and the cars are always going to be competitive, but it's the people. If you have your chance to do business with Bobby Rahal, I mean, you know, line up. Here's a guy who's a guy, and he's just a guy, and he's always been honest with me. He's never misled me. I've known exactly what he's been up to in terms of running this team. He was a tremendous driver. So he knows racing. His father was a racer. So you're not just putting up a billboard someplace. You're buying into an organization that I think is meaningful, just in terms of humanity. These are great people. These are great, smart people. I wouldn't want to be with another team in IndyCar. You know, I don't know, I'm comfortable here. They're nice, smart people, and they've always done the right thing.